Hello world, Shelly here, and let's keep on rolling with this top 5 thing. Today I'm going to share with you guys my top 5 daytime moisturizers. If you've got requests for a top 5 series, leave them down in the comments below. I have a list a mile long that you guys came up with on one of my recent videos, and I wrote them all down, and I'm just going to keep plugging away because it seems like a nice fun thing to do on a Monday. So, we are going to have my top 5 daytime moisturizers. One of these is cruelty-free. The other 4 claim to be cruelty-free in the United States, but they do sell in mainland China, making them, in my opinion, not cruelty-free because China requires animal testing in order to sell there. So let's just do the cruelty-free one first right out of the gate. And I also have a couple high-end and a couple drugstores. So all the price ranges are going to be represented here. Number 1, and this is not in order of preference. Honestly, I think I like them all about the same. This is the Protini Polypeptide Cream from Drunk Elephant. And this is a moisturizer that during the summertime, I use it as my primary daytime moisturizer. In the winter, I need something with a little bit more oomph. I have normal to dry skin. In the summertime, it's normal. In the winter, it tends to be dry and dehydrated. So I need more than this in the winter. I use this in addition to another moisturizer in the wintertime. But in the summertime, I get away with this all on its own. My favorite thing about it in terms of its packaging is you basically press down on the top and some moisturizer comes out. Okay, that was kind of disgusting. Sorry, guys. But it's a nice cream texture. It's a very lightweight texture. Let's just make my arms nice and smooth now. But it's a nice lightweight moisturizer. It sinks into the skin really quickly. Look how nice it makes my tattoos look. It is way too expensive to be using it on my arms, but look how pretty. Look at that difference. Unmoisturized, moisturized. This is a polypeptide moisturizer, so it's got a lot of peptides, and I think water lily is the, yes, water lily blend. It's got a high concentration of growth factors, supportive amino acids, pygmy water lily for visible and immediate improvement of the skin's tone, texture, and firmness. I think it works really nicely. I do think there are the added benefits that it claims. I'm a fan of Drunk Elephant skincare anyway. There are very few products of theirs that I don't enjoy. This is one that I thoroughly enjoy. It's really easy to dispense. You don't waste product. It kind of auto measures when you press that top, and I really like it. The other one in this bunch that I use primarily in the summertime, but I need a little bit more moisture in the wintertime. This is not cruelty-free. It's from Aveeno, but they don't test on animals in the US, but they do sell in China. It's the Positively Radiant, and I specifically get the SPF 30 version of this. This is the main sunscreen moisturizer that I started wearing when I first started wearing sunscreen on a daily basis, because the reason I started wearing sunscreen on a daily basis was I was starting to get these sunspots coming out on my skin, and they really, really bothered me. The Positively Radiant has a soy complex, which is good for helping to reduce hyperpigmentation and dark spots. And I really felt like it was helping. I used it for about a year straight, and my sunspots were getting lighter and lighter. Now, what ended up happening was I kind of got to the end of the road of how much this could help me, and then I needed more power because my sunspots, some of them were darker. So this is great if you are starting to get uneven skin tone and discoloration, hyperpigmentation, that kind of thing, and you want to try to head it off. It's good if you want to prevent some of that. It's really reasonably priced, and the sunscreen SPF 30 is great. It's a chemical sunscreen. Yes, I was going to say, I'm 99% sure. It is a chemical sunscreen, and it wears really well under makeup. All of these wear wonderfully well under makeup. I have no issues with pilling or bunching up or anything like that. So I do recommend this one. I don't use it as much anymore. I kind of throw it in the mix because it's just sitting there, and I still have, a quarter of a bottle left from when I used it regularly. But this one was absolutely one of my favorites starting out in daily skincare ritual, and I really like it, especially under makeup. Now, those are the two that I can wear in the summer, but I need a little bit more oomph in moisturization for wintertime. And when that happens, when winter rolls around, one of the ones I reach for that works really well with the Drunk Elephant is from CeraVe. Now, this is their PM formula. Just ignore that whole thing. There's nothing in it that makes it work better at night or daytime or whatever. This is just the, the more heavy duty moisturizer that people with less dry skin might use as a night cream. This is not strong enough to be a night cream on me. This is a really good daytime moisturizer in the winter on me. It is their facial moisturizing lotion for normal to dry skin. It's non-comedogenic. It does not irritate skin. At least not my skin. It has a bunch of good skincare ingredients in here. Can I read them from this distance? Niacinamide. We've got some ceramides, some moisturizing alcohols. Don't freak out when you see alcohol on the labels. Not all alcohols are drying. SD alcohols are the ones that are drying. Other alcohols actually can be good ingredients to have in your skincare. So this is one that I like to pair up with some of my others if I need a little bit of an extra hydration boost. Of course, I can wear it on its own as well. Wears wonderfully under makeup, very reasonably priced. You can get it at all the major drugstores. And when you have a drugstore moisturizer that has reasonable amounts of hyaluronic acid, ceramides, niacinamide, good stuff, this stuff is a wonderful daytime moisturizer, especially in the wintertime. Next up, I've got the Clarins Multi-Active Jour. Multi-Active Jour? I think it's French. I don't know. It's an SPF 20 moisturizer. This is their antioxidant one that is for targeting fine lines. It's got a little bit of sunscreen. I don't rely on this as my primary sunscreen unless it is wintertime, but this is a strong enough moisturizer that I can wear it on its own in the winter. If it's summertime, I will also wear it because it's a really super nice, lightweight kind of a texture to it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell from the jar. The only thing I don't like is that it is a jar and you have to dip your paws into it or use some other kind of, device so that you're not dipping your paws into it. But it's a really nice, lightweight texture. It sinks into the skin really quickly. It moisturizes really, really nicely. They have another version of this that looks just like this, but in a blue jar, and I love that one. I gave it to my mother because she has dry skin as well, and I was using this one, and I like them both. They do have a pretty significant fragrance to them, as most of the high-end skincare seems to. I don't mind the fragrance. It's kind of slightly floral, but if that bothers you, keep that in mind. But I like that this one is strong enough to wear on its own, and in the winter, SPF 20, if it's a cloudy day, I'll go out. If I know I'm not going to be outside very much at all, then I'll wear this on its own. In the summertime, I can layer it with my sunscreen, and that works just fine as well. So, works multifaceted, very versatile, works very well, and wears well under makeup, sinks into the skin beautifully. I like it. The last one that I've got here is from IT Cosmetics. Actually, IT Cosmetics is cruelty-free, so I've got 2 out of the 5 are cruelty-free. This is the Secret Sauce, and the packaging is beautiful. It's like nice and holographic. It is another sort of very lightweight cream, and this is the one that I choose. Where else can I put lotion? This is the one that I choose when I want a sort of dewy complexion going on. Sinks into the skin super quickly, but it has a dewy kind of a finish to it. So if I am going to be doing a dewy makeup look, or I'm not going to wear foundation and I'm just going to do some, highlight and some of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter, like if I'm just going for a no foundation, dewy, glowy kind of look, this works wonderfully well. It has a ton of great skincare ingredients. However, the thing that I don't want to say my complaint with IT Cosmetics skincare, but the thing, they have a mile-long ingredient list and all of it's wonderful stuff, but how much concentration can you actually have if you've packed that many ingredients into it? So I don't know about that. I think some of the ingredients may just be there for lip service. However, I do think this does a very nice job at smoothing fine lines and kind of plumping the skin so that those fine lines are not as visible. And again, it's got that nice dewy finish, so if I'm going for a dewy kind of a look, this stuff is gorgeous. Under makeup, without foundation, whichever way you want to wear it. I really enjoy this one. I want that dewy kind of glow, which I never used to want a dewy kind of glow. I don't know what happened to me. One day I started liking pickles and wanting to wear dewy foundation. So that concludes my list of the top 5 daytime moisturizers that I like to use. What do you guys wear? What are your favorite daytime moisturizers? Which one should I check out? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video and want to see more top 5s, give me a thumbs up down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup or skincare in this case with me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.